Lulu, happy, um, happy time, happy whatever day of the week it is. It's Sunday. It's Sunday because I play this game once a week. I play this game once a week and it's on Sundays. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. Today's actually, no, it's my best day of 2026 by far, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting because like, I'm actually in the process of, I'm in the process of a medication shift. So I did not think that I was a little on edge about how it would go. And who knows? Who knows? It could turn out that the rest of like the start of next week and everything is pretty bad. Who knows? But today has definitely been my best day. I woke up feeling good. First time in the year that I could say I woke up feeling good. Not that every day I'm just waking up and I'm feeling sad or bad or in an angry mood or anything. It's just that difference between when you wake up normally and you feel like just I'm a little tired or whatever, and you wake up, and then when you wake up and you actually feel like, yeah, I'm feeling it. And today I woke up and I was feeling it. Feeling it, baby. It was gross. And if I ever look back on that, I'm gonna cringe 100%. But yeah, so today has been pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, one of the things that's come to my mind is that, you know, is for me being excited to upgrade to 2D is I actually did my first edited GIF. Now, GIF, excuse me. Look, I'm proud of myself for knowing my file formats. That's something I'm proud of myself for, and yet I'm mixing up YouTube shorts and GIFs. How in the world do I do that? Anyways, I'm gonna clip that to document it. Anyways, I have my first edited YouTube short that will come out next week. It'll be from Clock Tower stream, a little compilation of little things from that game. That was actually pretty fun to put together. I enjoyed doing that, and yeah. All right. Yeah, but I noticed that like there is quite a good bit of times where, you know, I'm not talking and I'm just sort of like reacting to what's going on, but you don't really see that reaction because you don't have the eye tracking and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. But we are here. We are here for Ace Attorney Chronicles and hopefully ending this investigation. Did we talk to you? No, we did not. Can we? Okay, the police officers are still there, blocking that old box. Blocking the box like you're in the middle of the road. I'm gonna yawn for a second because it is the end of the day where I've done that reminds me I need to turn that on, but that doesn't count. Actually, nah, that'll count. That'll count. Why not? Hold on. Let me on. There we go. Let us converse with you. Pair of photographs. So Iris, about those two photographic prints. The one we found here on Mr. Windabank's counter and the one Gina gave us before. Ah, yeah, they're the same photo. What is this amazing secret between the two prints? Are you gonna talk to us about fingerprinting or something? That's not quite right. She's gonna say that they're different somehow. The two prints aren't the same. Not exactly. They're not. Oh, okay. I assumed that it would just be like a camera that takes like just with a very high shutter speed. Lots of little photos. Have another look at them now. Yeah, I think the cat is looking in slightly different directions. They're just slightly different from each other. I think so. It's very subtle, though. Yeah, it seems to be the direction of the head. But what's the reason? Oh, well, it's because they're a set, you see. No, I don't. This pair of photographs. It's meant to be used in a stereoscope. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense. And that's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday. Right over there. Convenient. And there it is, just over there. I forgot the voice I had to do for a second. Yes, of course. That magical machine that looks pictures look almost real enough to touch. Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions. What? Really? Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place? No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you. You've got a lot of... It's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on, Feskin. No, I want to hear it. I, for one, simply have to know. I took a photography class back during my studies, and my advice for people who, at least for people who are marginally interested in photography and are interested in taking a class that is manual, don't. Unless you're really interested. If you're really interested, then do it. But I do think, like, if you're somebody who, you know, wants to put in who likes like putting in putting in some dedication to get some amazing, some fantastic results and things like that, then you'll like it. It's just at least for me, it was I did get enjoyment out of that class for sure. But yeah, if you are just like marginally interested, if you're like, oh, like I'm sort of interested in photography, but not really, like I would say stick to digital if you are just marginally interested, because that is a lot of work. It was a lot of unnecessary work. Not unnecessary. I mean, it is an art form, and I don't ever want to say that an art form is unnecessary, because that is never the case. But I think you get what I'm saying. Like, it's just that, like, you're already very busy in college, or high school, or whatever, or at the university or grad school level. You're already very busy. Like, it's gonna a manual photography class is gonna add a lot more time than you think. That is all that I am saying. Have you ever considered, Runo, how our eyes see depth in the world around us? Well, I just open them and it works. But the reason it works is because we have two of them. One on the left side and one on the right side.
If you try just closing one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away what you see with your left eye and what you see with your right eye. I hate these flashbangs. I do too. They're ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye. Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly. Exactly, and in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the two views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see. Your brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me. Oh, I think I see. So the pair of photographs consist of, a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right? Aye. Well done, Susie. You're so quick. So if you can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in those prints. Yes, Runo, you're beginning to understand. Also, wait. Is there anything... No, that's audio effects. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I should have checked for that so much earlier. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. I've had to stop streams early and, say, no, I'm gonna not do stream entirely because, my head and my brain has not been in a position for those screen flashes. I could have just turned them off the whole time. What in the world? Again, that is something I want to document, so... And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that. Yes, but as long as you have two images, two eyes, and one brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all. Yes, you can. How to view stereoscopic prints. Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go. She really loves this kind. Yeah, she really does. You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that? Cross my eyes? I think I can. Yeah, I can't really cross my eyes, but I can simulate. Like if I squint, like I can adjust the focus. Watch me and see if you can copy. Yeah, I can't do that. Just looking at it. Yeah, that's not something that I can do, but I can just squint. Oh boy. Let's try looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time. Yeah, cause when I try to do it, when I just instinctively try to do it, that's actually how I know that I'm left eye dominant. Because my right eye is just closed. When I try to look at the bridge of my nose, like, yeah, my right eye just closes. So, yeah, so that is how I can. One of the ways I can tell I'm left eye dominant. Yeah, not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed. Yeah, this is true. Now let's try looking at the prints. Whoop, yahoo! You can see two overlapping images just like this. You try it now. It's gonna have to give it a try, I suppose. Did the print spin the two images for you? Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this and then try crossing your eyes. The prints should slowly merge together until... Whoa, it's looking straight at the camera. Hey, Mr. Naruhodo, it works. I can see it in the middle now. It looks so real. I could look at it all day. Yeah, this is one good thing that people will is that people is that if people ever demand to look at my VTuber model cross-eyed, like they can't like I could do it in the rig if I wanted to. Like I could look at the rig and see that, but when I get it, like if people are saying, "Hey, you try doing cross eyes," like I can't. Runo turn, do 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 do. Yeah, I'm not trying that. Yeah, you managed it. So now you know how stereoscopic images work. That's how Mafia works. I don't know who discovered it, but it's really quite extraordinary. That it is, and it's a kind of extraordinary feat that I'm glad that I don't have. Yeah, I mean, it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly. Now, some people find it easier than others, but that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky, like me. Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we? If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here, then set the pair of photographs in the stand at the back, and it's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now. Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of those folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently. But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them. Like you hate them, that's great. But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case. Stereoscopic pictures. I never even heard of them until yesterday. You've certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. Foreshadowing alarm. Let me just turn on my raid sound effects. No, I'm not gonna pull up my stream thing. Anyways, can I? Okay, no, there's still blocking the box. All right, and then if we go over here. Oh, we still need to talk to that guy. Oh. Yeah, we can look at the stereoscope thing. Makes you think. When Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed it to us yesterday, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. All right, you here. You're staring intently at the wall since before we came in here. Keep it down. There's a major clue just here. Really? We must tell Gregsy at once. But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? I haven't been home in 2 days already. I needed the constable to relieve me and take over my shift. You need somebody to help take you to the bathroom? Buddy, you're 40 years old or whatever. Now, I do hope you get help, actually, going to the bathroom now. I mean, taking over for your job. You better be getting good overtime pay. I'm not sure if that concept existed, though. Doesn't stop us investigating. Green blood. This seems wrong somehow. Oh, there are all sorts of different colors. They're pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different. I wonder what color my blood would turn out. Actually, I don't want to know. I wonder whose blood stays red. I wonder if that's a thing. Okay. First, Yeah, poor Mr. Windbank. Ooh, Baker Street. This place feels different than normal today. To normal today for some reason. I assume because of the investigation. Let's take a look at you. Still Scotland Yard carriage outside Windibanks. I never imagined we'd be investigating a case so close to home. Poor Iris. She's very upset by all this. I'm sorry. I was there. I should have done more. And this is your fault, Runo, so please don't apologize. But it's the criminals who are to blame for all this. So let's investigate and work out how to catch them. Yes, you're right. Alright, let's see. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Examine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've taken a look at... Wait. Yeah, nothing seems to be different there. Maybe if we examine here, we'll get something. It's already been 2 months that we've been taking lodgings here. I still can't quite believe it. Never expected things to turn out like this. I think we might have already read this dialogue. You gonna let's have a great party. I'm sure it won't be long. Mr. Sholmes is very tough. Yes, he is. Okay. Virginia, we have to help her. Anything new here? Oh, looks like it. Okay, 16th of April, local prison, cell 13, the unlucky number, supposedly. She's not here. I believe she must be in questioning at the moment. Oh, but wait a minute. What is it, Iris? Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Then he could have slipped the key from the jailer. It'd only make her situation worse. Yeah, no, she'd do that. Calm down, Runo. I was only joking, of course. No, she'd do that. Oh. You had me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction. It must be a way with words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive. Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight your words carry. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms. Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Jones would have just thrown his head back and guffawed. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, anyway, looks like we won't be able to talk to Gina for a while. We should try to make progress with our investigation in the meantime. Okay, so we have to, so actually our... Oh, we can only move. We can only investigate. Let's look at the storeroom and see if there's anything we missed. Is there anything we can present to you that we haven't presented already? Hound of the Baskervilles, maybe? Is that what I think, dude? Are they need the latest? Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hound of the Baskervilles. Fascinating title, your ladyship, fascinating. And, I don't suppose. Would there be any mention of my humble self? Good question. I can't really remember. I see. Well, why would you, ladyship? I'll just wait its publication. Don't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly wrong. Hey! You're going to be arrested, Sunshine. Yeah. Didn't mean it like that. And even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? You're gonna, oh, do I have to examine this and... that's the ticket that Gina brought in yesterday. One gentleman's overcoat, and the other redemption ticket was in the pocket of that coat for a small box. Yeah, let's try presenting this. give me your opinion about this. Okay, no, okay. Nope. Ugh. How about some herbal tea?
Glug 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 glug. Doo 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 doo.
What am I doing here? Blood samples could be... Yeah, okay. It is something to do with the investigation, but I do not know what. Do I need to examine this? Do I need to examine, yeah. An adorable little cat. It looks a little like Wagahai. Kinda? Maybe British cats are different. Actually, now we have both pictures. I could have another go at viewing them as a stereoscopic image. Okay, so we did need to investigate both of them. Try to get... is this going to be a mini game? Whoever thought of this in the first place supposed to spend a lot of time staring. They really did. Okay. Is there anything we missed? Check that. Check that. Check that. We got the blood. We got the thing. We got the gun. We got the gun. We got the tarp. We got the barrels. Okay. We got everything in the room. Converts. Yeah, we did all the conversing. Okay, we can linger here a little longer, I think, is a suggestion. So maybe we are missing something? I thought I scoured every inch of this place. Is there something that I missed, though? Well, I know you're blocking the box. I know that is the case. I know that is the box that we want. Let's got that. Yeah, okay, we have investigated everything, and it takes us back to this view, so... if you let your concentration slip, you might miss what people say. Just wondering if that was a hint somehow. Any updates? Nope. Oh? It wasn't registering. There's a notice board on the wall here. Look. Let's see. What does it say? Thought of the day. On seeing any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform matron. Oh yes, they have rats and mice in hospitals like this that love to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients. Ugh. Rats and mice. Oh, I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, it's not where I would want to be if I was a patient. Not for the doctors. I mean, again, doctors, good. We've established that the doctors there are good. So... I don't know what we're missing. Well, let's go by here again. Yeah, nothing here. As expected. Excuse me, as expected. Yeah, I don't think there would be anything in the suite. This really is Mr. Jones' faithful performing partner, then. Strappy Scar, the Scrapifarius? It's no good. It's gone. Oh, it's gone. Hurley gets well soon. I miss hearing his violin playing already. Oh, Iris, I'm sure he will. Let's see. Yeah, it's this that I was wondering about. Ah, yes, the letters V and R inscribed in the wall in bullet holes. Is it the initials of the Queen or something? That's right, but Hurley isn't a very good shot, sadly. Can't remember any times he had to replaster that patch of wall. Oh, goodness. Is he a patriot or a plasterer? That's a very American way of thinking. Yeah, okay. Ooh, can we have any tea? It's spring at last, and the weather's warmer now. I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle. Oh, how about some tea, Runo? Thanks, Iris, but I'm alright for now. With green tea soothes the sun nature from time to time, and Iris's unique herbal infusions. This place is paradise for a true tea lover. If you're sure, you know I always have plenty whenever you're feeling thirsty. Yeah, okay, nothing to investigate there. Might miss what people say. Can we talk to you? Every article? That's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We'll be working through the night. I'm in the pawnbrokers. Yep. Every copper's worst nightmare. Police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it. Yep, examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book of accounts. Okay, it's the same thing. I don't know why it's not letting me skip. I thought I'd examined everything. I might have to look this up. Yeah, let me do that. I was pretty sure. Great Ace Attorney. Investigation Part 4. Okay. Okay. We have to go into it. Well, we're not presenting, but we have to. Did we click on the bloodstain specifically? Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here. I have noticed. The red smear, you mean? Yes, you just said, yeah, you noticed this thing here, and he said yes, and you're like, yes, I know what it is, and then he was like, the red smear is like, you really don't trust Naruhodo's visual abilities, huh? Well, in that case, we need Iris. We should show this to her before we forget. Oh, blood analysis. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, that looks like blood. Blood. I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather. Well, don't worry, Runo. You can leave the rest to me. Oh, goodness. Right in our face. Watch be a different color. Yeah! 3. color we haven't seen before. We must add it to the portfolio. It could be an important clue. Although, it'd be nice to find out whose blood they correspond to at some point. Oh, this particular stain of blood. Oh, you have an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is? I think I do. Let's say we think we do. I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction. My guess is... I mean, Windibank was shot. Well, it's a gloved hand is the key. Well, Windibank wouldn't be wearing gloves. Who's wearing gloves? You first, Bruno. Who do you think it belongs to? Oh, come on. I believe that this is the blood of... court record. People. Shot dead. Benedict, Grayson. Okay, we can't look at the others, but... I think... Yeah, you're holding on to it. It's gonna be one of these two. It's gonna be McGilded or Mason. But McGilded is presumably dead. But let's say Mason. Thrice-fired Mason. You don't sound very sure yourself. Oh, okay. It was 2 months ago now, that case. Of course, I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He's definitely thrice-fired, though. Victim? Of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-fired Mason 3 times. 3 times, telling me that this blood stain was left on the ticket 2 months ago. Yes, I think it was. Oh, and he didn't even question it. That's very weird, though. It's already on it at that time. That's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night. I don't remember this. He's... Askies, you know, what good-hearted soul... Askies. What good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. Oh, okay. That's how we know. It certainly does look like a leather-gloved thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time, anywhere on his body. From which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. Yes, I think you're right, Bruno. Very well. Let's make a note of this. The details of the pawnbroker's ticket for the coat have been updated in the court record. The blood analysis data has been updated in the court record. Uh-oh. Looks like there's blood on the clock tower. Ah! Oh no, a demon's on the loose there. I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Windibank set such a wicked trap? I doubt he's set out to scare anyone. I think that's just a grandfather clock. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh? Her trial's tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you'll be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Who knows? Don't you remember, Uno? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer. Really? Did I say... Yes! Yes, buddy, you did. Honestly, that deserves a Susato takedown. That truly does. In that case, we'd better hurry back to the prison and talk to her again. And you're still blocking the music box. I hope we'll be able to look at it. Prison number 13. Ah, Gina, good. You're back. Uh, Took a little bite of my snack. Mm. The police just finished questioning her. Oh, how was it, Gina? Was it awful? Didn't bother me. Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Windibanks. Oh, is it right? Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying, that I did it. That's not. Gina, we came to ask for your final decision. What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right. I see. She's really lost her fight all of a sudden, but I know what that feels like. The worry's just so hard to bear. Yeah, let's let her know. All right then. Blimey, give it a rest with them eyes, Iris. Come on then. Listen, who done it? Fortunately, we don't know that yet. You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina, but Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime. Also, now would be a good time to get your blood color. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we've managed to establish. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know now why you broke into Windibanks that night. Looks like I'm gonna have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason. And threats! No. Or I could present it to her calmly. Okay. Pound up the Baskervilles, and then probably that as well. I found this in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris' latest story. Right, well that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windibanks showed no signs of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night? You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Ugh. Why don't you tell us what happened? Please. Sorry. There we go. But first, let's talk about representation in court. We already have the representation papers and other documents. All I have to do is hand them to the court clerk. That is, if you'll allow me to represent you in court tomorrow, in the first place. Don't bother. Ginny, rip above and chuck them, would you? Them representation papers or whatever they're called. The cell ain't fancy enough to have a bin. So, what'll you do in court tomorrow? I'll be fine on my own. I don't think you will be. Yeah. Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. This is one stubborn pickpocket. Truly. Do. Alright, yeah. This Baskerville story. It's the Lady Shelm's adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured, it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds. What? So, you intended to sell her manuscript, did you? No, Kenny. How could you? What? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I wasn't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if that mantle script or whatever you call it really was there or not. The only reason I was in the place. For Iris' sake. Isn't that right? We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Jenny. I just knew it. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before. Ah, dang it. Okay, still those... Down here. Yeah, okay, it's just the flashes that are off. Oh, well. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realised it yet. I'm telling you, that mantle script ain't at Winterbanks. You'd soon see if you had a look. If I'm honest, I've wondered if Early's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean, I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Ah, dang it. Hate that. Oh, Jenny, that was so sweet of you. Alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. Reason for breaking in. Well, because of Iris. That's not why I did it. Just wanted to know the truth, that's all. You want to know if Mr. Holmes was being honest? If he'd really deposited the manuscript? It's like I told you the night before. Never had a father. But Iris' lot ain't like mine. She's got a dad, only she can't see him. And I reckon that's gotta be harder. That's why she writes stories. About her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night, when I was listening to what you were saying. Stories? About Daddy? You mean, they're not the adventures of a great detective? So much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Jenny. Yes, we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate all this chummy nonsense, yeah. I hate it. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. If you don't trust no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scarpa. I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat. Yeah, I've noticed. Stains there. Some very suspicious. Oh, red. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings, Sakina. Yep, okay. Blood samples. And the other thing, but there's stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? What, Mr. Naruhodo? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though, so could it be blood that spattered from Mr. Winterbank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster. Take it easy, Iris. Nope, she knows no such thing. Don't move, Jenny T. Bang! Let's see the color. Oh! Purple! Oh my! What the? Get the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric is masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. Yeah, they're purple. Is it the same color? Chemical to turn a purple color, which matches, yep, it matches the rice-fired masons. Now let's see. Who had the purple fire blood? Yes, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. I knew it. What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? Rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Yeah, it looks like it. Wait, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story. Well, Wario. Wario. Now we talk with you. We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilden's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. What good-hearted soul wouldn't rush out the fellow? We've been done 8 lines already. Reach out to give the man a hand. Wario. Look at this overcoat now. It's clear these stains couldn't have arisen from Mr. McGilden trying to pull the victim to his feet. No, if that was what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over Mr. McGilden's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. Ugh. I tried to run from the truth for long enough. There's no escaping it now. True culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Wario! Loser. Naruhodo. That horrible case solved at last. And I helped the man walk free from that trial. He used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen? Bruno, did you believe him, though? Did you believe Mr. McGilden was innocent? I believed. Or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? A lawyer's weapon. Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama? Rinosuke, we lawyers are only human. Can't know for sure what's the truth and what's a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. Unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us, and when we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So I believe you, unwaveringly. What's funny, Gina? Sounds like in this Empire Japan you come from, everyone must be so soft. Oh, come on. Look at the mess it's got you into believing in that bog trotter. Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. Well, at least you learned a lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabbed you in the back in the end. As soon as you let down your guard, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Leave no one, get hurt by no one. Tina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to make absolutely sure what you would like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial. How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck it away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what he wants and all now, Mr. I'm a believer, do. That song didn't come out at this time. Don't forget it was me in the trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? You're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? A lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel like I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. Yeah, I don't think you've had the behavior, whereas Wario certainly had the behavior of like a sketchy dude. He certainly had a sketchy behavior to him. We were sort of assigned that case. I don't think you have necessarily, I mean, based on some of these reactions. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Are you half-baked? Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo? Mr. Naruhodo, excuse me, P.U. Didn't you hear all what I said before? I'm a born liar. Did just trip off my tongue and I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you in all sorts of trouble. Why do you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Tina, I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there's more to this life than you yet realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. People who won't ever walk around and desert you. It's true I'm just a student of law and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, until my very last breath, I will never tell a lie and hurt you. And also, I'm completely and thoroughly on your side. What do you expect me to say to that? Aww. Aww. And it's decided. I'll take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You Eastern-law, I don't know what you are. I don't get you. Iris is so happy. Look at her. Dina's taking herself to the back for cell. She never admitted it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end, I think. Are we gonna be able to look at the music box, please? Please? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Are we going up to double digits? Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice. Miss Suzuto. Somebody's there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody wasn't there before. What? Is it? Blimey, it's sharp, eh? Oh, it's sharp, eh? Suppose you were using one of those Mr. Ew, no. If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector. Crazy. Oh dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you. How long have you been listening in? If you're listening in, no, I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave. I assure you, I only just arrived this very minute, moments earlier. So it is nothing untoward. You're working for Wario, aren't you? You are absolutely working for Wario. Let me excuse myself now. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye-bye, bye-bye. That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship. Oh, but I wanted to have a chat. I'm terribly sorry, but time's pressing. Oh, I see. That's a shame. I won't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpish Lord Strongheart. Emergency? Lord Strongheart? I don't forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off. Off with me and my chips. If you have to, but let's chat soon. Lord John, wait. If you please, my pleasure. A lot of pleasantries. Once again, not one of them sounded sincere. Prince is so funny. He says such silly things. I think you underestimate the severity of this. Well, it's entertaining, but also very sus. Now, what is this emergency? Do you know? I must attend the court clerk's office now before it closes. Yes, of course. Also, do you know anything, sister? Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have something going on. And so, our investigation came to an end. Suzuto-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense. And then it hit me. I no longer suppressed the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Suzuto-san will be leaving. Leaving Britain, making her way back to Japan. April 16th, 11:13 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Naruhodo-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Suzuto-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Tishon was shot before our eyes. Kino was arrested. All on the back of her news that her father's fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is. Got so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm. And yet, I seem to be unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that's done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task? Are you gonna tell us? Yeah, let's go through these other two. It's 2 months since we arrived in London, but we've managed to establish this office. But it's finally feeling as though we were settling in. I'd be lying if I said I felt no regret. So sorry, Suzuto-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. I know we've only been here a short time, but limited experience at the courtroom, I feel I've learned something. And what would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? And like a jewel, the light plays off of them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only a small number of the total facets. And what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. That is very true. I remember one of the biggest lessons that having chronic pain has taught me. One of those very biggest lessons that I've learned is exactly this: is that people have so many complexities to them. Like I remember, just experiencing how the people who I thought
who I thought like didn't really care about anybody else, and just just people who I thought were just kind of selfish and sort of and all that. Just seeing them care when I was hurt. When they found out I was hurt, when they heard about everything. And on the flip side, unfortunately, on the flip side as well, people who, I thought were, very kind and, very kind, very like, energetic friends. And then I get this, chronic pain and they just don't understand. There's so many differences for everyone, literally everyone. There's so much to every single person you meet. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on for as long as we live. That's so true. Sorry. Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it'll all become clear. And all the facets will be illuminated. I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Naruto-san, I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much. Aww, the sprite's so cute. Sorry, I've what? Oh no, it was nothing, unimportant. No, it's very important. You know what time you'll leave London in the morning? I had set my ticket earlier. Oh goodness. 4 a.m. I see, well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you'll find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try. Yeah, I'll try my best. You mentioned the final task a moment ago. What did you mean? Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this. What is that? I wonder what work you've been doing. It's my notes. In the case 2 months ago. Yeah, as soon as I said I wonder what you've been up to, it's like it's gotta be about that case. The murder that was committed on the omnibus. The McGilded case. It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windibank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case, in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you. That's very kind of you. Everything else she's had to think about, and probably something with Lord Strongheart as well. She still managed to do all this. And all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina. Thank you so much, Suzuto-san. I'll do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Aww. Oh, big hugs. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say, I've been a complete failure. Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. Just mumbling to myself. I'm very worried. Very worried about what all this possibly means, and if we'll get a chance to correct the record and have her believe that. It's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruto-san.
must finish packing up my things in my room. Suzuto-san, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night. Wait, there's something I need to say.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double digits, baby.
What was that?
That is not only the 10th T of game design, that is the 10th, no, it's the 10th T in Suzuto Takedown. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. I must correct the record on that. Shutdowns. 1. There we go.
Secret technique of mine. Hey, Suzuto shutdown.
Shutdown?
Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. Aww. Aww. I feel that. I feel that so much. This is the sun. It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes, and as a cacophony of scenes of our lives in London here played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. Aw, buddy. 17th of April. Small hours. Pain Centers Hospital. Hope you're okay. Really hope you're okay, Sholmes. Quite understand. That's a great weight off my mind. Yep. Good. I shall put everything in place exactly as we've discussed. Thank you so much.
It's been an honor. I'm guessing, is it Wario? It's been an honor, Wario. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes.
On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. Or is it Strongheart?
Could very well be Strongheart.
I bid you farewell. Godspeed.
Dear madam. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. To be continued right now. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Ialuna PNG. Shout out Ialuna PNG. I'm gonna put that in chat right now. Shout out. Go. Sent me a tier list thing for the cases in all of the Ace Attorney games, and I am going to to do that. I'm going to do that right now. So at least so far. Let's see. On what would I just wanted to see if her categories were any different before I put this up. Um, okay. We've got, let's turn this off and this on. Okay. And I have a list somewhere. Let me pull it up of the at least the ones that I remember. Um, sorry, at least for the first three games. Okay. Hold on. Which one is Trials and Tribulations was the third game, right? Trials, Tribulations. Uh, um, Trials and Tribulations is the third installment. Okay. So, yep. Um, oh, not three. Yep. Appreciate Turnabout is the best, in my opinion. Then it is, I mean, all of the final cases are very well written for me, in my opinion. They're, yeah, those are outstanding. Turnabout Beginnings from, hold on. I don't actually have the order there. Um, Ace Attorney Turnabout list. List of game episodes. Okay. You have first Turnabout Sister. Get 1-4. I don't actually have. Oh, I do have Rise from the Ashes. Great. Turnabout Trump, Apollo Justice. That is the only one that they remember. Then it's Rise from the Ashes. Uh, then it's Turnabout. Then it is Turnabout Sisters from Ace Attorney 1, which is 1-2. Hold on. Also 1-1 is just like my standard for like what is a good case. If it's better than case 1, it's good. If it's not, then it's mediocre. Turnabout Beginnings, Trials, and Tribulations was the fourth one. I'm going, I mean, I very well could put it in outstanding. Um, I'm gonna put it in great, but just because final cases, but I do think this is pretty outstanding as well. Then it is then it is Turnabout Samurai. So 1-5, 1-2, 1-3. Then you go to, okay. Then I'll put this in good. I think Turnabout where's Big Top Justice, I actually I am actually a Big Top fan, but only because I like the locations. I liked searching through the um like the combination of like of circus tent and like wintery scenes. I like that was fun from an investigation standpoint. That is why I have Big Top where it is. Then it is, oh, okay. I do have all of Apollo Justice on here. Then it is Turnabout Serenade, uh, which is which is 3, which is 4-3. Turnabout Serenade. Then the Kidnapped Turnabout, which is, wait, no, that's Investigations. I've only ever watched Investigations. That only count. Then, okay, then it is the first. Then it's the first Turnabout. So this would be, okay. So I think I'll put the Steel Samurai in good tier. Is what I'll do. Sort of balance that out. Um, Yeah, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 1. Now we go into our mediocre tier. We have Turnabout Succession from Apollo Justice. Which one? Turnabout Succession was I mean, this could also be in good tier. That was the final episode. Like I'll put that I'll put that in mediocre for now, and we'll just move them depending on what I think. Then I have Trials and Tribulations Stolen Turnabout, which was the second one with Mask to Mask. You know, I wouldn't say that trial is mediocre, so I will put that one, which is Trials and Tribulations 2 here. Then we will go. Then it is. Actually, let me do some background music. Let me do some background music. Stream music. What would be good for this? Now that's a bit too upbeat, I think. Oh. Do. I'm just trying to think. Okay, yeah. This works. This works. Actually, nah, I don't think so. Maybe I think a break song is actually better. I think one of the things on my break playlist. Let's go. Which one was this? Oh goodness, wait, that's twice. Yeah, this works. So we have the next one was it was hold on. Stolen Turnabout we just did. Reunion and Turnabout, Justice for All. Was that the one with the Gracie, who apparently died in the car crash? Oh, okay. This was this case. Honestly, I think I have this case too low, but this is Justice for All 2. Or was it? Wait, where's 2-2? 2-1. They don't have 2-2 on here. Why don't they have two? Oh, I put it there. It was 3-2. It was 3-2, and then yeah, that's Turnabout Succession. Then it's 2-2. Okay. Recipe for Turnabout. That is definitely in the disappointing tier. I really did not like that trial. So that is Trials and Tribulations 3-3. That's going in disappointing, I think. Okay, then it's Turnabout Corner from Apollo Justice. And I put Turnabout Corner below Recipe for Turnabout. Oh, it's repeating. Okay. I might as well just do the whole break playlist. Let's just do that. Yeah, I think I am going to Turnabout Succession. Okay. I'm gonna put Turnabout Succession down. See, now I would say that this was kind of. I would say that that's kind of that one. As much as we love Franny's intro, it's kind of mediocre. Recipe for Turnabout did not like. Yeah, I'll put Turnabout Corner above that. When I made that list, I do not think that I remembered the just pure dislike that I had for that trial. Okay, then it's the last two. It is Turnabout Memories, and then it is the Lost Turnabout. That is my order. Now it's time to introduce the actual cases into here. I guess DGS, the Japanese name. Case 4 is definitely disappointing. I think it is at the top of disappointing though, because it had a good arc in there. It had a good the actual murder premise was good, but it was just the sheer Deus Ex Machina in that was not fun. So let's go to this was really fun. The Runaway Room was pretty fun. It's definitely better than the first case of Ace Attorney. Also, you had McGilded there. You had a very you had a fun cast of characters. I would say, but I'll see a little bit hampered by. I would say it's. I would put it here. I would say it's. I would say it's better than these two, but it's not as good as. I would say it's not as good as Rise from the Ashes. Maybe I moved these. Good. No, I would say this was. No, I would say this was great. This was great. Like Turtle Saber, I would. Yeah, I will do that. And then we go to the first two. This was a good starter case. This is right around the same, I would say, as. And then this was honestly kind of mediocre. Did I enjoy it more than Mask to Mask? I enjoyed it more than Turnabout Corner. I'll put it here. Did I enjoy it more than Mask to Mask? I'll put it there. And then DGS 1. I kind of feel like there needs to be another tier between Rise from the Ashes and DGS 3. And, okay, the first case. The Great Departure. It's a good first case. Let me remind myself of Turnabout Serenade. Turnabout Serenade was the Gavins. It was the concert. The Guilty as Charged, sure. Yeah, that concert was definite. Yeah, I feel like that one was definitely better than. I will say. Yeah, I'll say it's a better first case than Great Ace Attorney, but yeah, that's where I have them. That is where I have them so far. This case, out of the Baskervilles, so far I would say, I mean, shaping up to be pretty good. It's shaping up to be pretty good. Right now, I would put it, if I were to rank it just right now, based on only the things that we have, I think I'd put it here. I think I feel like Steel Samurai might still have the edge on it, but I put it here, maybe here. But that is what I have, that's what I have right now. I'm not gonna make a tier list account. I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna put this on my desktop. Oopsies. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I see my image. Yeah. Okay. That is, yeah. So this is so far my tier list. We'll see where DGS 5 falls. And I need to replay like all of these to get like proper opinions. So I think when I ranked, I think I just watched them. Because I have some on here. I think I have the first cases from yeah, okay. From watching them, I had Foreign Turnabout here. Well, it's the first case. I'm gonna say Foreign Turnabout here, and Turnabout Countdown was the other one. I had Turnabout Countdown here. I guess I do put first cases up there. That is what I had, but I would have to play them again to see. But let's go back to Great Ace Attorney, shall we? Let me send that I gotta send that to Luna before I forget. Okay. Trial part 1. Let's get into it. When I awoke the following morning, Suzuki-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. Still began an even longer day than the last, one that I would remember for the rest of my days. 17th of April, 9:32. The Old Daily. Here we are. Morning, Gina. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. Sure, we can do it. So where's your friend then? Sorry, I think that's Iris's voice. Hold on, sorry, I should... Hold on. There we go. Sorry, had a little bit of a bite. I should have eaten during the break. Good news though, snack is done. So, you know, the one the fancy dress is what? It's just that you know, why have I gone Italian? I don't know. Miss Suzuki had to leave early this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up. You're all right with that, are you? Forget about me if you like. Go and see her off. It's fine. It's not as though Miss Suzuki and I won't meet again. One day. Even so. But you, Gina. You only get one chance. This trial today is all we have. Come on, you two. Oh, hello. How you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep? Iris, what you doing here? What do you mean? When a friend's in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Waggy? Waggy? Great way to show your support. Friendle, buckaroo, friend, pal, friendle, pal, buddy, chum, friend, buddy, pal, chum, friend, buddy, friend, chum, pal. Let him have a nose around. What could it do? Oh, that reminds me. I bought a paper on the way here. Oh, I bought a paper on the way here. Suzuto's gone. Why am I going into Suzuto voice? She's gone. Now, do you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Runo? Ginny? Oh, well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way. Pawnbroker perishes in
pick purse plunder. Now, always take the good news first. Might not live to hear the bad. The question always gives away people's personalities. Let's not go there. Right then, I'll give you the bad news first. A good amount of rain has fallen this morning, and carriages all over the capital are struggling to move. Huh? Bad news was a weather report? So I hope that Susie made a train to Dover and that the train isn't delayed on its way to the port. Gosh, yes. Alright then, so what's the good news? Well, the rain's forecast to subside this afternoon, so even if the train's delayed, it should be able to make up the time later. Well, that is good news, isn't it? I couldn't give a monkey's, really. If only all good news canceled out the bad, yeah. That's especially true in these days. The trials made the headlines too. Pawnbroker perishes and pick purse plunder. See? How do you like that? Well, let them say what they want. See if I care. I can't, because you're covering your face. Don't worry, Bruno will soon tell everyone that this headline is nonsense. I will? And then in tomorrow's papers, the headlines will be... Discharged diver is not less do-gooder. Isn't that right, Bruno? Man, I'm having too many Saseki Natsume flashbacks. Yes, let's hope so. Of course they will. I have absolute faith in you. How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it? And she was still here. Been entered into the court record. Alright, let's see. Good luck then, Bruno. I'll do what I can. Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but... Oh! I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement. Yep, I figured you were gonna be our companion for this. I'm not sure that big thing is as comforting as you think it is, to be honest, but... Thank you, Iris. That's very kind of you. Oh yeah, Iris. Yes, did it? Oops. Well, I was wondering is all about Sholmes. They fix him up all right. Yes, the operation was a great success. Oh, good, but Hurley still hasn't come around yet. I've asked this friend of mine in Scotland Yard. Send a telegram as soon as he wakes up. Sure, Gregson will let us know the moment there's news. Oh, right. No Suzuto-san and no Mr. Sholmes. It's all down to me today to prove that Gina's innocent of this crime. Alright, it's time! Dun, da, 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 for the moment you've been waiting for. Da, 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 Alright, time to go. Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that'll secure our victory here. If I learned anything from my great friend, it's that. Alrighty. I assume it's gonna be, Von Zeke's. I mean, it very well could be Strongheart. Or somebody completely new we don't know. Oh, it's Von Zeke's. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare the court to be in session. The trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. Lord Van Zeeks. My lord. Remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Yes, and then 2 months ago you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly. And yet, here you are again today. Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and governments. Really? Yet today, you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder? I confess I find it more than a little befuddling, Counsel. It's all a grand conspiracy. There are two types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, these wealthy scoundrels who hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large. He means Mr. McGilded, who you defended against the Reaper 2 months ago. I just about managed to work that out, thank you. Thanks, McGilded. If I'd known what a monster he was, I never would have defended him. Secondly, even more loathsome. Those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies, only to effect total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those times. Hey. Now that is pure bigotry. No matter how you say it. Yeah, I actually managed to work that out too, thank you. Total betrayal? What are you talking about now? The torrid look of hatred in Lord Van Seeks' eyes. Is that directed solely at me? Was he talking about all Japanese people? Did Natsume have something to do with it? I'm thinking maybe he means Susato, but why the anomaly scathing explanation, Miss Lord Van Seeks? And a bigoted one, but still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey. Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random. Let's see who they are. Oh boy, okay. We've got, John Garadev. We got the same, maid. We got, is it the paper guy, or is that gonna be a flight guy? Is that gonna be me? We got the old man who is a doctor now. We got, oh, 6th person. What are you doing here? Excuse me. And then we got our old, flip-flopping gal. Woman, you're turning to brush out here, don't you know? Chaps like me are born ready. Clean crockery, clean cutlery, clean conscious. His lordship's motto's very appropriate here, I think. Oh. Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely, absolutely everything, and I'm ready for it. I'm gonna love voicing you. Excuse my braggadociousness when I got this guy's voice right off the tin. And I've already forgotten what it is. Goodness. But yeah, this is that we need our stereoscope expert because the game needs it. I don't understand it. I kind of left it in there. It's not possible. But could I have? I mean, in this mess world and society. Stop. Female-centric future awaits. Stop. Yes. Agreed. Yep. Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I'd like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. You're not even a resident at all. Something wrong, Runo? Not exactly. It's just... Yeah, case 2. I'm fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them. Yeah. Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they? And now that the game's pointing it out, it doesn't seem like it. I thought it was just... it's quite strange. The jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, don't you know? So I've been led to believe, but something tells me I'm being duped. Yeah, it really does. Very well. Now, Lord Van Seeks, the court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, there's never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder. The victim, Mr. Pop Winterbank, a proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. But the question for me is, man, like, if you're involved in this cover-up, the question is if you're involved. The fact that he says, I'm giving warning to you, makes me think that yes, you are involved. But if you are involved, if that truly is the case that you are involved, then why? Because you said you hate the greedy people, those greedy shitheads. Why are you presumably working on one of them's behalf? This is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. The evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near instant death. I don't get it. Moving on to the finding of Scotland Yard's coroner, his report states the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. And what's that supposed to tell us? That the person was shorter. The victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height, or they were tripped on the ground or whatever. Someone like the accused, you might say. The prosecution wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord. Indeed, the court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please. Autopsy report entered into the record. Crime scene into the record. I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plan of the establishment where it occurred. The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him, a windowless room with a single point of entry. Supposedly, a door to the main shop that was found locked. In this sealed chamber, there are only 2 persons present. The victim, Mr. Winterbank, and the accused. It may further interest the court to know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet. Oh, that's that then, isn't it? Nothing more to say. There's that grubby little girl pickpocket anyway. One of those filthy drabs that lives in the slums in the East End. Oh well, it's only a matter of time before she got blood in her hands. What are the jurors waiting for? The girl's guilty as hell. Can't jump to conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. Like, let's see, that part was not brought up yet. Yeah, even by the audience, sure, fair enough. It is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. A prosecution has barely begun presenting its case, so that's scary. That I will admit is quite scary. And you've gone up against Von Karma. So, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. Though I will say, you better have, you better be able to walk the walk. That's the phrase I was looking for. We're witnesses. Good gracious. After their testimony, this girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pick-purse. Or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth. The court will take the floor plan and firearm into evidence. Hand them to the bailiff, please. At once, my lord. Crime scene floor plan has been entered into the court record. Winterbank's revolver has been entered into the court record. This isn't good. I feel like the mood in here has turned very gloomy all of a sudden, Runo. I think that's because it has. Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses to the foul murder. All right. Are we sure these two are the guys? State your names and occupations for the court. That's Skulkin. Occupation is a professional baddie. Okay, these Gringo Skulkin. Occupations, same. Also, why do you have fruit? Where's Gregson, Scotland Yard? We're what they call. Oh yeah, baby. 3 Skulkin brothers. Where's the third? Oh. Well, why you gonna be like that for? Don't let me in with you lot. I mean, that's code. Don't you know what we're going for? It's our older bruv. Lost contact with him we have, so we're scouring every shady corner of the capital. If that's... Let's see, if that's true, I hope you find him. If that's not true, then it's poor taste to make up a lost brother. He's not here. It's the very spit of him. We decided then and there what we's gonna do. We was gonna call ya Big Bruv Sulky. These two, honestly, best characters in the game. Leave it out, you two. Sulky Skulkin? That's before he's run out of ships. Inspector Sulky Gregson. Begging pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias. What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you are doing in the witness stand. The Skulkin brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft. Yeah, I'm wondering if these are the actual Skulkin brothers, or if these are like performers that they got in. Thieves they are, these 3. No, my lord, begging your pardon, but please don't lump me in with this lot. 2 nights ago, these brothers illegally entered an establishment with intent to burgle. And in the course of their nefarious activities, they became embroiled in a far more sinister crime. By Jove, you mean to say, what an extraordinary coincidence. Indeed, my lord. While attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, they witnessed its proprietor's murder. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Order, order. The various trespasses of these brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings, though they'll naturally face trial in the very near future. With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain the stand to keep these gents on the straight and narrow. Of course, Inspector, skeptical as I am about the caliber of these witnesses, I will permit them to take the stand. Yeah, there's definitely a big conspiracy going on here. You'll now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night in question, what exactly you saw. Happy to. The Skulkin's never Skulkin. Ayo, but get out of it. All right, witness testimony. I think we're just gonna do the one for today. We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours when the gas door was ajar, say. It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in, it was. Once we got inside, blimey lummy, we had a gunshot from the back room. This is awfully convenient. I wanted to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet. Press X to doubt. A terrible coincidence, it would seem. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot. We have seen weirder, though. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail. The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside, and within, only the victim and the accused were found. I must say, it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now, of course. Counsel, if you please. Counsel? Yes. What's the matter, Runo? Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair. I know it's all nonsense. I saw it with my own eyes. I'll have to expose that testimony for the pack of lies it is. All right. Cross-examination. let's take a look at our court record. We have some new stuff. Let's take a look. Anything on the back? It's a sensational story lower down. Ministry Mode classified secrets may have been leaked overseas from Ministry of Justice. For a 10-year-old. Iris certainly has her finger on the pulse of world news. It's about secret communications between Great Britain and its allies. Apparently, they're being intercepted by hostile nations. I wonder if our juror number 6, maybe, they're being intercepted, but how would somebody be doing that? That's the question, isn't it? I've come up with 3 possible methods so far. Looking for a new career, Uno? No, of course not. I wonder. Perhaps this is what Lord Strongheart is talking about yesterday. Could be. Could explain why he has Gregsy running from pillar to post at the moment. Article about government secrets being leaked to foreign agencies. Yep, we read that title. Tomorrow's headline will be we talked about that. Something like that. I'd like to go even bigger. Bigger? How? Proud pickpocket protects planet post-trial, perhaps. Protects planet? Well, I can't wait for tomorrow now. It's gonna be so great. Okay, let's see. Pot Windibank mail. We were the reporting party. Single bullet wound, upper half of the back. Instant death. From the back, gently rising diagonal trajectory. And 1/130. Coroner Dr. Stevens. We have the photograph. Let's look at the floor plan. Okay. And the gun. Can we take a look into the barrel? That's always the best thing to do. This is Mr. Windibank's gun. The cylinder is completely empty. Okay, that was what I wanted to check mainly. He always used to keep his gun on the shop counter. But only ever with a single bullet loaded, I understand. That's right. Blah, 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 blah. 1 bullet was fired and the poor man lost his life. Was he protecting his shop, I wonder? Trying to keep the articles safe. Okay. Door is ajar. Some kind of sign begging for us to go in. We heard a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet. We heard a gunshot from the back room. This seems like the one to press. A gunshot, you say? Just the one. Are you sure about that? Just the one, Governor. Yeah, just the one, Governor. I swear to that. It was, Nash. It was. Ain't that right, bruv? Firearm use belonged to the victim himself. Yes, Mr. Windibank always used to leave his gun lying around on the counter. Right, I remember. When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds. Makes sense. Mr. Windibank always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded. Yeah, where did the other one go is the question. Not into himself. Only a single round was discharged. Yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused. Wonderful. Oh, right, okay. So we need to know who fired it. Door was locked from the inside. These two seem to be the relevant ones. You mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty, perhaps a drawing would help. Ha ha ha. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there's only one other door, that of the storeroom. So oil lamp then, and not what you say, boy. And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all. That's right. When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I would think. It's in the rabbit, Ringo. Well, nice. Yeah. I suppose you'd have to say we ain't normal, eh?
How did I turn into like Kermit?
Broadly speaking, humans respond in one or two ways.
Upon hearing a gunshot or a scream,
The timid flee, gripped by fear, while the courageous investigate to see if they might help. These gentlemen are of the latter inclination. It would seem as if the former.
well, somehow I proved I was a coward that night, but also we helped Sholmes. We helped. That was what we did.
You understand the door was locked and could not be opened.
Oh yeah, let's press you on this. You're saying we never did anything. Maybe we can get a reaction.
It was Bedlam Sooners, weren't it?
It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me Lucy lockets.
There was no time to take your hands out of your pockets, just left nice and quietly?
Right, Governor, nothing. We ain't more than violence. Peace-loving nibblers we are, not bludgers. We just introduced ourselves as bludgers. We are, Nash, we are. Never even pulled me dukes.
So you clearly like us to believe.
Come again?
As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? And did you not fire a gun at that person? It's live. They fired a gun, did you say?
They dissolve into nothingness. That seems like they're actually just. You've ever seen Tom Scott reacting to the thought of Thrumpet? That is what I'm imagining happening to them now. Was you in the doorway?
It was.
They knew someone was in the doorway.
Why didn't you mention that before? You were armed with a gun, and as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes. You shot the great Mr. Holmes? I did hear that, actually. There's a rumor he'd been rushed to hospital. It's beyond the pale. On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery. Their suspicious countenance rapidly gave them away.
Also, weren't they wearing black, or could we not see them? Or are they just fancy now?
A firearm was indeed found. Furthermore, the barrel shows signs of a shot having been fired from it. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. Indeed, evidence of powder around the muzzle, as you say, counsel. The court will hold this weapon as evidence.
Skulkin Brothers gun.
Now, my learned friend. Yes? Here's to you successfully presenting the evidence. But yes, there are the telltale signs of spent powder on this gun, on a single bullet missing from the cylinder, but the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny. I don't need evidence because I was there. However, the rest of us in this courtroom were not. If the defense fails to provide evidence, support its very rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. Evidence that these two fired that gun before they left Windibanks that night.
Excuse me, can we have your blood for a second?
Court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof. What evidence shows that these witnesses unloaded a firearm?
Let's take a look, see. Oh, we had the calendar, right? Yeah, because there's another. Yeah, the calendar.
The bullet ate Hurley is Hurley, in fact, isn't it? Happened almost as soon as we walked in through the door. I'll make those brothers pay.
We don't have the calendar in our evidence. Oh, we need to examine this.
Omnibus murder. Victim found deceased on the last scheduled omnibus. Mason Milverton was his name. Gilded. Were Barrack Von Zeeks and Hodo. Acquittal due to insufficient evidence. That's all you have? Stab wound to the abdomen. But it's probably the details of the victim that are gonna matter. They unloaded a firearm. Oh wait, also, oh, cool. Instant death to a single bullet wound from the back. That's an autopsy. We don't have anything with the... Excuse me. We don't have anything that shows the calendar. I don't think so, at least. Just, I mean, the picture definitely doesn't show anything. Hold on. Let me think. Got the signs of a single discharge. Well, how am I failing at the first hurdle? The Baskervilles. Also, can we examine? Okay, yeah, no, we already examined this. I remember us looking at that. What even is that? Is it? I guess. Dude, this is unloaded a firearm. Oh, we have multiple. Yeah. There are more. Because they're saying it's just 2 people, but we have 3 people.
Take that!
The evidence is in this portfolio. What on earth have you there, Counsel? During the course of our investigations, we discovered a number of bloodstains. I'm not trusting the police to do their job, they're trained to do. Well, anyway, we analyzed all the blood samples we found. We recorded the results. And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding therein. Yes, my lord. No more dallying, then. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene? The men fired a shot. It is going to be this first one.
Take that!
What is that? Explain. It's photographic print taken at Windenbank's pawnbrokery on the day of the incident. And the scene of the crime, is it? Is that a bullet hole? If my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is still lodged there. Also, I don't know how... I mean, the police did notice this. So, they did write it down. So, why isn't this accounted for? Is this part of the cover-up? So your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Windenbank's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death. The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight. This indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendar had been set to the 16th. That's right. While it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from the gun in the pawnbrokers that night. How does the prosecution stand? I'm guessing he expected this. If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. What? But you'll forgive me for flinging my hallowed chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claimed to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back onto the street. Take it easy there, Governor. You gotta land us in the soup. We already knew you weren't gonna get into them details. Tell them, Sulky, set the bloke straight. Nod. So he knew, did he? Yeah. Fanzeeks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned friend a word of gratitude. What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. What fact do you refer, Lord Van Zeeks? As has been established at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of this fatal shooting of the proprietor and victim. I mean, well, that was never necessarily our intention, but in other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder at all. So that's it. Ha ha ha! Oh, that's awesome. We didn't have nothing to do with it. We didn't. That's what I reckon. The crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget attempted murder. What a catalog, eh, fellas? Reading for it now, bruv. Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. And actually, we will do that next time. So I am definitely starting to get a little past my wear here. Whew, okay. Save complete. We are closing the trial. Thank you for being here. Let's see who we're gonna visit today. We got... let's see. Oh, people are doing a fandom. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Let's go drop in. Let's go say hello. Fandoms are fun. They're on case 3, so thank you all for being here. Stream heads, VOD people. We will see you on Wednesday for Vermouth Dissolution Center. We will see you then. Have a great time, everybody. Be kind, people. Goodbye.